you've said a lot about the Garden of Eden being the starting place of this kingdom. Now, in the garden, what exactly happened? How did it start, and what exactly happened after the sinning of Adam?
Well, thank you very much. I will only give a brief insight because the issue about the garden is very deep, and we'll find the right time to talk more about it. But this is the whole idea. As I said earlier on, God has an intent. An intent means he has a mind, he has an intention, he has a purpose, he has a reason why he created the planet Earth. Now remember that the planet Earth is revolving around 9 planets. The planet Earth is revolving around a solar system with 9 planets. Okay? And this Earth is the only place God made habitable. I repeat, habitable. So if you are NASA, or you are an engineer of NASA, or you are an astronomics engineering person, you should stop wasting money looking for another planet where there will be life. There will be no life anywhere, because God made this planet Earth habitable for man, because he had a mission for man. What was that mission? The mission he had, as I said, God is a king, and a king, he has kingdom, and kingdoms and their kings always like to extend their territories. So God's intent was to have an extended territory. That is why he created the planet Earth and made it habitable for man. He decided that this territory, I will not send angels to come and take charge of it, but I will send my own children. Okay, my own children. That is how come God created Adam. He said, let us make man in our own image, in our own likeness, and let them have dominion. So the dominion is the same word kingdom Jesus brought. The word dominion is the same Hebrew Greek meaning of the word kingdom. What is dominion? Dominion means rulership, authority, sovereignty, kingship, management, control, power. That's the meaning of dominion. If you go to the dictionary right now and look at the word dominion, it will tell you about government and a nation also. So that means God gave Adam authority and gave him power to form a nation on earth. But God told Adam that don't touch this tree. The day you will touch this tree, you will surely die. Somebody will say, so why should God do that? God is all-knowing. God knows Adam will touch it. Why did he do it? Did God put the tree to tempt Adam? No. Why did God put it there? God has to do something for Adam to exercise his conscience, to exercise his faculty of thinking. Because remember, Adam was created an infant, and nobody was on earth to teach Adam anything, only God. So God has to put him in a condition where he will be acting and thinking. That's why God said, name everything. So his job was every day naming everything that God has created. Plants, animals, insects, lizards, snakes, everything God created. Adam's job was to just name them. So one thing Adam also was to do is to exercise his faculty concerning law and obedience. So God has to teach him what a law is, what obedience is, and what disobedience is. So that's why God put that tree there. God did not put it for Adam to die. And God told Adam, the day you touch it, you will surely die. That means that tree was created dead already. But Adam's disobedience resurrected that death of that tree. And man started to die. So man began his dying in 3 stages. The first death man died was to lose the presence of God. And the second dying was man losing the spirit that was around with him. And the last dying was man to die out of the body that God created. So remember, 3 deaths. The first is he lost the spirit. The second is he lost God's presence. The third is he lost his own body. That is why when Jesus came as the last Adam or second Adam, he also had to die 3 times. Remember, Jesus said, "Why have thou forsaken me?" That's the first one. That was when he lost the presence of God. And then he said again, Father, no, he said again, the Bible said again, and he gave out the spirit on the cross. That was the second death. The spirit left. And then lastly, the Bible said, and he bowed down and died. That means he died from the body that he had. That's the body of Jesus. You see? So he has to fulfill the 3 stages of death so that man can be rescued from death. The only way death can be conquered is when you die. So death we fear, death we don't want to hear, is a good thing to man. Because when you die, knowing Jesus, that's the end. You will not die again. Because Jesus has settled that matter. That's why Jesus has to die. The dying of Jesus made man's rescue from death. If only, that is why everybody must go through Jesus. Otherwise, when you go through another person, there are many people parading from many religions. When you go through them, they didn't die for you. So they can't rescue the problem of death with man. Every man is born to die. In fact, actually, we were born dead human beings already, because Adam died before he gave birth to us. So we are all born living dead. And that's why Jesus came to settle that matter. So if you don't accept Jesus' conditions, which condition will you accept to make your life live again? That is why Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. You see the life? No one cometh to the Father except through me. Because when you don't go through Jesus, you can't live. So you can't come to the Father. So those of you who are interested in freedom of religion and what kind of things, be careful. Think about the consequences when you die. And that is the mystery of the Garden of Eden. Now, when Adam lost his place by disobedience, it brought about Adam's children trying to recover back. And the attempt of man to get back what he lost brought about religion. So the first religious people were Cain and Abel. Religion is not a bad thing. Religion is man's attempt to restore himself back to his lost communication or lost link with God. So Adam's children, Cain and Abel, wanted to get back to God. And one of them didn't do it right, and one did it right. And the other one who didn't do it right, jealous, and killed the one who did it right. You see? But man was now sent the way to get back to God. That was through Jesus Christ. That is why religion has become useless, because we don't need to do it again, because God has brought what we lost. Religion is looking for what man lost, and God brought it. So why do you worry yourself? And that is the problem mankind is facing today. So let's stop killing ourselves for religion and get what God brought to us and continue our life on earth as God has intended it to be. The intention of God. That is what the Bible says in Proverbs 19:21, that many are the plans in a man's heart. What are some of the plans in a man's heart? To look for his own restoration through religion. But God, the Bible said, but nevertheless, God's counsel, What is God's counsel? To give you to give you kingdom. God's counsel is to bring you back what you lost, which is kingdom. So go back and learn the kingdom, get Jesus Christ, learn the principles, and you are okay. Because nevertheless, that is what will stand. So your plan, your idea, your way of looking for salvation will not stand. That's a very dangerous thing to do. Remember that lack of knowledge, my people perish. And all religions in this world recognize Jesus. But surprisingly, Jesus doesn't recognize them. That's a very interesting thing. They all talk about Jesus, but Jesus never talk about anybody. If Jesus talk about anybody, he wouldn't say, I am the way. He wouldn't say that. But that is what people are trying to do. Let us be wise and then do the right thing so that we can have knowledge and save our lives. This is the small thing I can talk about the mystery of the Garden of Eden. Another time we can talk more deeper things which are there. Why the name Eden? To hint you so that you'll be interested. The name Eden means presence. The word Eden means presence from the Greek. It means, or the Hebrew, it means presence. That means the presence of God. Did you know that Eden was first in heaven before God brought it down? And God removed it again and set it back. It's very interesting. The Lord richly bless you. We will have time to discuss about Eden. God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you.
Yeah.